Sweet, sweet Jamaica. Have you ever considered migrating to the mystical island of Jamaica? Join me, Michelle Moore, and special guests as we explore the world of Jamaica with those at home in Jamaica and those away in the diaspora, right here on the Home and Away Show. Hi and welcome back for another show of Home and Away Jamaica. This is your host Michelle Moore and I'm so glad to be with you today. I am keeping warm. As some of you may know if you've been listening and tuned in, I'm currently in chilly London doing some research and spreading my voice on the airwaves over here before I head back to Sunnyside. So if you haven't done so already, look me up on Facebook, like the page, and go onto the website, michelledmore.com. Listen to some of the shows, or all of them, that would be great. Comment, interact, get involved, tell somebody, share a story, and let me know if you want to be on the other end of this line, talking to me about your journey. Maybe you're stuck at the moment, not sure which direction to go, where to go next. Trying to make that decision, whether you are really going to make that move, whatever it is. It'll be really good to hear from you and really good to build this show. And it's my voice, but I'm going to need your help to support, to listen, and to take this to the next level. So I'll be looking forward to hearing from you. So this week, you'll be hearing a lot of my voice. So I hope you're all right with that. This week, I decided to take some time and really explore this whole topic of migrating and taking yourself out of your comfort zone, finding your passion, your joy, connecting with your inner being, and pursuing a desire that you've always dreamt about. So, as I'm sure you know, born and bred in the UK, and took myself out of the rat race 4 years ago now, and migrated to Jamaica. Now, coming to that decision took some time. I had to really, connect within and figure out if this was really what I wanted to do and, the plan of what I would do when I get there. But I really didn't think about it in great detail. And maybe I should have, because I went there and I didn't really have much of a plan when I look back. But I think that helped me to just get on with it, get stuck in and not think about things too much and focus too much of my energy on the how and more like, okay, I've just got to do. When your back's against the wall and you have to make decisions and you have to make it work. Yes, I chose to make that decision, but it wasn't as easy as life has been for me, growing up in the UK and, living a comfortable life. I had a great job. I was with my family and friends. Everything was pretty easy. But obviously that came to a bit of a time where I decided I needed more. I was looking for more. I was seeking more. And I wasn't going to be happy until I pursued more. So I started to make the plans to make my dreams happen. And I thought, I'm in control. I'm in control of my life. And I was given this life for a purpose. And in the meantime, I need to pursue everything that makes me happy and know that when I leave this earth, I had a great quality of life. I wasn't a slave to society for the whole of my life, and I just feel like I had the power to do something about it. I'm going to do something. So the time came, I migrated to Jamaica in this, I would say, strange, mystical place. Because yes, I've visited several times, but when I'm now living there, I'm now having to make a life for myself. And it just felt like creating a whole new identity. I got my passport, but then I needed relevant papers to be able to work, getting a new bank account, signing up for the tax number and the insurance. I mean, it was really like creating a whole new life. A whole new life in a completely different world to what I was used to. But I wasn't that intimidated, you know. It's just people after all. I'd traveled the world, so I was used to, you know, packing my bags and rocking up to a new place and making it work. Yes, that was only for a period of a few days or weeks at a time, but still having that mindset of I'm surrounded by people, and what's the worst that can happen? I've just got to get out there and make the most for this day or this week or however long I'm going to stay here. And that's exactly what I did when I went to Jamaica. Staying with family and building friends from family friends, and one thing's just led to another. And as the years have gone by, my network has just built and grown, and I've grown as a person. My outlook in life has certainly opened up a lot more, and I just feel so awakened. You know, Jamaica is a place I call my spiritual home, where I've been able to really connect so deeply within. I'm in a place where I am now the majority, and it does make a difference, and I'm starting to realize the huge difference and impact it has now that I've come back to the UK for a few months after living in Jamaica for so many years. I'm now realizing that the images, the messages, the subliminal messages that I was surrounded by in the UK has definitely had an effect on my subconscious. Messages telling me what I should look like or should be like, or the things that I need to have to be happy, the things that I need to do or to have to be successful. Those were programmed in my mind. And although I may not have seen it or acknowledged it on a conscious level, it was still there resonating on a subconscious level. And as I've gone to Jamaica and experienced living, working, and being around people who look like me, who behave like me, who I can relate to, who have that cultural heritage, people who I can warm to in the world of work, that makes a big difference. Working in the UK and being the minority, and I remember working at Barclays Bank in Canary Wharf, being the only black person on my floor. And although I didn't want to make it too apparent or an issue, it was never an issue, but it was something I acknowledged. And I didn't realize on a deeper level how that actually affected me, and how I think we tend to do this. I don't think I'm alone. You know, we tend to kind of change ourselves just to mold and to blend in. And sometimes we don't realize it. We've been doing it for so many years that it's just become second nature. You know, putting on that voice when you're at work. I know we have to pick up the phone and be professional, but after doing that again and again and again, it starts to chip away at our identity. And, you know, we take it from one level to the next when we may start to change the way we look, change the way we dress, the way we behave. And it goes on, and it goes deeper and deeper. Having gone to Jamaica and experienced a whole new culture and being exposed to different things on different levels, different people from different walks of life that look and sound so different to what I'm used to, has had such a profound effect on me as a person. You know, I feel like I've been able to connect. I've suddenly felt reassured, and it's elevated my confidence. It's made me feel accepted within a community of people and in society. And seriously, having that experience has been such a rewarding outcome for me. I can't forget working in Jamaica and the job I had as a personal assistant and project manager to the managing director. And I mean, this was the first experience I had of working within a team and working for an international company in Jamaica. But it was like a family. It wasn't like work. Every day felt like waking up and going to see my family. We get some work done, but we bond, we connect, we have conversation, we relate, we're loud, we're crazy, but we're all on the same level, and we just connect. and we get on with it. We have our Christmas party and we got rum and we got food and drink and the music's playing loud and we're outside with the warm heat and there's vibes, and I just feel at home. I feel accepted. I don't feel I have to be anything else. I don't feel I have to be any different. I'm just me, and being able to just be you, express yourself in whatever shape or form, there's nothing better than that. And that is how you're able to really go beyond yourself and find the true person that you're longing to be. You know, and it might sound crazy, you know, you don't know who you are, or is that what it takes to really find out who you are? But to be honest, I really believe that, you know, there are different levels to this world, to this spiritual realm. And some of us, we're just looking on the surface. We're just looking on the materialistic surface. But life and human nature, it goes so further than that, so much deeper. And it's up to us, really. It's up to us to challenge ourselves, to put ourselves in situations where it will be hard, but it will be a time where we're going to learn and grow within, and we're going to become spiritually stronger to tackle the world that we live in, to become better people, and to build our character and, of course, our confidence in anything that we want to tackle and achieve in this world. So I've had this amazing experience, and I want to talk about it. I want to share this with other people. I want to hear other people's stories and really continue to explore what migrating can do to you as a person, and the experience of going to Jamaica and looking at it from a different angle, not looking at it from the surface and what you may feel when you're there on holiday. You have to really go and invest time into really exploring what that country is all about, because there is so much to offer. Jamaica, I love the freedom I feel in Jamaica. I love to be able to express myself in any way with no limitation, just to be me, to live, to be free in my mind and my spirit, and to explore so many avenues and places that bring so much joy to me. I love feeling loved by the people. The place is so vibrant culturally, people's expressions, the clothing. It is such a beautiful place. The natural mystic, the little corners of paradise that you can come across. Everyone's got a spot in Jamaica that they cherish or they remember or they've stumbled across, you know. In that tiny little piece of rock, there is so much to offer. It's incredible. For me, Jamaica is a place that energizes and revitalizes my mind, body, and soul.
Jamaica means a lot to me. Coming like heaven. It's part of me. The connection, the people, the culture, the vibe is just amazing. Like nowhere better than here. Like them saying Jamaica. Love it.
Jamaica means home, a place that contains a melting pot of dynamic culture. It also has dynamic people, which are fun to be around, and just to be a part of a whole entire family.
Jamaica to me means history, culture, and paradise. I love everything, the people, the food, the way of life, the greenness of the island, the sea. I love the way of life in Jamaica more than anything.
I like the sunshine, I like the smile on the people's faces, I love the laid back attitude. Yes, I love the music, I like the people. Jamaicans I have met, in many ways they're like Scottish people.
Jamaica means some of the most interesting people in the world, the home of the greatest music in the world, and oh yes, the best food in the world. What better than ackee and saltfish or potato pudding baked on a coal stove? Nothing nicer than a nice roasted yellow heart breadfruit. So Jamaica means all those things and more.
Oh, Jamaica means the world to me because that's the land of my birth. So it means a lot to me, and that's a place where I would never forget. If it's good or it's bad, it's my home. Mish, I'm not only hearing it.
Faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase. And I'm sure you know that's from Martin Luther King Jr. That's such a powerful statement, to just take the first step. We don't need to see the bigger picture, what's going to come next. We don't need to know when it's going to happen. just believe it's going to happen, and it will. Visualize, meditate, and trust that all will be revealed and unfolded in the right time, in the right way. And having been challenged and tested on my journey, wow, I've realized that, faith and trust is so important. I've had to really have that along the way, and keep reminding myself and keep, tuning in and connecting, keeping myself balanced and on track to ensure that I stay focused and on my journey. And, it is hard. I will say it is hard sometimes. You do question, you do sort of check in on, just to ensure that, and I must say, I've said it before and I'll say it again because it's still happening. People are still coming up to me asking, why? Why Jamaica? I don't understand. And what has it got to offer, and X, Y, and Z? I don't really go into any in-depth conversation. Sometimes I do, actually. Sometimes I don't. Depends on the person. People, they don't have to understand. I've realized I don't have to justify or explain to that level. I just need to know from within that this is my purpose and I'm happy with my decision. I'm sure later down the road, I will explore and venture off into other avenues. And naturally, as we build and progress in life, that will happen. But right now, I've had a taste of how I want to live my life. I've had a taste of taking myself out of my sweet, sweet comfort zone. My comforted life, knowing I know what paycheck I'll be taking home at the end of the month and what to do with that money. I've gone from that to the unknown for months on ends, not knowing when that paycheck is going to come in, not knowing if I'm going to get that job, not knowing how I'm going to get to the next level or get to this place or make this happen. But I've just had to believe and trust and be patient. Oh wow, be patient. So key. And what I'm finding now is the patience has paid off. The patience and the belief, the trust that it will happen. It doesn't matter when. It doesn't have to be my time. But to know that it will come into fruition and I will live out my desires. And it's such a rewarding, it's an amazing feeling of self-accomplishment, setting a goal, setting a target and achieving it. And then pushing yourself to the next level to say, you know what? What more can I do? What more can I explore and achieve? Because if I've done it once, I've done it twice. And I keep on exceeding my own expectations and realizing, you know what? It wasn't that bad after all. It wasn't that challenging. And you know what? Somebody came into the picture, joined me on my journey and helped me along the way. Maybe they were going through the same thing. Maybe they shared a story with you and those words just resonated inside you and made you realize you're not alone. When I'm speaking to people and I share my story and they hear me and they think, wow, I had that fear, but how did you overcome it? What did you do? There's so many questions that I get asked, and at the time, sometimes my mind is in a different place. I'm more focused on getting there to that point where I know what I've got to do and I've got to just focus and believe and dig in, and I haven't got time to get caught up in the nitty-gritty or words or people that may try to challenge me along the way. I've got to just hold myself within, stand tall in confidence, believe in myself, know my worth and go out there and achieve it. This world is full of opportunity, but also full of people. And I believe that everything we achieve in this world, we can't do alone. We need people. So why not build a team, unite with people who believe in you, believe in your dream and in the same goals and ideals as you do. You can work together and get there faster, stronger as a team and make a huge, significant difference and help and uplift other people along their journey too. It is possible and it can be done. And I am seeing more and more people join forces, connect, make things happen. And in time, we'll look back and really be proud of what we've achieved as a people. because now is the time we need to wake up, look within, know ourselves, be worthy of ourselves, stand tall, be strong, and go out for what we rightly deserve. You know, I'm very much strong on that. Like I've said, I've come back for a few months. I'm doing some research in London, and I'm currently employed as a strategic operations manager for a top law firm in London. And this is another whole new unique experience for me. Having not worked in the UK for 4 years, going back, I was a little bit, maybe nervous about how I would fit in again. All this migrating and moving and experiencing different situations, different times of your life. So I was a little bit apprehensive as to what it may be like, and also how I would feel having experienced that life in Jamaica. And yes, although it's a temporary contract, because I am returning to the land that I love, for sure. But again, so much great stuff is happening. I'm settled in well, and I just feel me again in a different way. I've come out, I've experienced that lifestyle in a different culture where I've been able to really build on myself spiritually and mentally. And now I've come back into this environment I'm used to, I've known for quite some time, but I've noticed a different spring in my step. There's a whole new approach to the way I do things and the way I am. I've just literally fit into this environment where, again, I'm the minority, but it's okay because I know myself, I know my worth, and I see myself on the same level as every single person, whether you're a CEO, whether you're an administrator or a clerk or a cleaner. We are all one people doing different jobs, and it's as simple as that. So I'm opening my eyes and my mind on a different level again, and it's so exciting. It's like I'm seeing the world with new eyes. I'm looking beyond, deeper. I'm not seeing the clothes that people wear, the color of their skin, the texture of their hair, or the tone of their language. I'm seeing right through to their spirit, and that speaks for me. That really speaks volumes. The place I'm working now, I've basically been, recruited as a freelance contractor, but they've offered me a permanent position, and it's a great company to work for, very relaxed culture, lovely team of people, and it's in the city of London, easy to get to, fairly easy to get to from home. But there's that big but. Which way will she go? I have had a taste. I've had a glimpse, not even just a glimpse. I've experienced and lived and explored, taking myself out of my comfort zone, pushing myself, stretching myself beyond anything I could have ever imagined before. And I've did it. I'm going to do it again and again. And I thrive on that. I really do. Life is about experiencing, being happy, growing. I know my goal, my plan. I don't think anybody could dangle anything in front of me and try to sell me the silver and gold, and I would just fall into that trap again. I've taken myself out, I've explored, and I am creating this lifestyle. I'm living this dream that was just once a little fleck in my imagination. And I've sacrificed some stuff along the way, but it wasn't forever. And I'm so glad I did it. I look back, I have no regrets. I'm just so grateful for this journey, for everything I've learned. And I'm so looking forward to enlightening other people, helping them on their journey, sharing with other people, exploring, and staying true to myself. And just to continue to live, be happy. And anybody out there that's thinking they want to do the same thing, they're not sure, or they're with me in everything I'm saying and how I'm feeling because they've been through it themselves. It exists. There's so many people out there. As you know, I'm speaking to them. You can hear their passion, their joy, and they're living it. And in life, we have to juggle things, we have to balance things. But ultimately, within that central core within, we have to be happy. And you got to just stay true to yourself. If that's something you want to do, Don't let anyone talk you out of it. If it's somewhere you want to be, go out there and explore and get a taste of it. This is your life. It's our big wide world, and we've just got to live it. So that's enough for me this week. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm looking forward to you joining me next week. I will have a special guest. And please get in touch. Let me know what you think of the show. I really would love the interaction. I thank you to those who are staying locked on, supporting, liking on Facebook, spreading the word, and really uplifting me on my journey as well. It's much appreciated. So join me next week. Stay blessed. Thank you for listening to the Home and Away Show. We'll be back soon with more from the series. If you would like to comment, suggest a topic, or be a guest on the show, send an email to radio@michelledmore.com.